Twitter reportedly considering putting popular usernames up for auction.
What do you think?
Oh my God. Like URLs back in the day. .com, boom. Yeah, it happens anyways. I'll say that. If you have a high profile username that isn't currently occupied or is occupied by a squatter that's not using it, oh, you know what? You're the guy that's affected by this. I don't want to put anybody on blast. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that. But there are sometimes people that they may have a username that somebody would use really heavily and it could be very helpful to them.
Sure.
But they're just kind of like sitting on it or haven't tweeted in a long time. Now, I know there should be some sort of timeline on that before something goes up for auction, some timeline of not being used. Currently, I really don't even know what the official protocol is. How long an account needs to be dormant before that username goes back into the pool. It does obviously happen. Oh, here we go. So this is called handle.horse. Get notified when your favorite Twitter @handle becomes available. So you set up a notification for yourself. It's monitoring 60,000 handles for 12,000 users. So this is a nice little tool there. But like I said, I don't know how often this happens. Oh, this is really recent that Elon said on December 9th, Twitter will soon start releasing unused handles. So there you go. They're going to probably get more aggressive with it. And then the question is, how do you distribute it? First come, first serve could be a problem. Yeah, maybe an auction, but it's tough to say. It's tough for me to say. It's a weird one.
But I think it's a good way for them to actually make some money.
Well, definitely. Yeah, if you're a shareholder or something, I don't think people will definitely pay money for really marketable handles. New York Times reports that back in December, people working at Twitter held talks about selling usernames. By the way, this happens person to person, peer to peer. It would just be a private negotiation. Hey, I want that username.
Yep.
Happens all the time. The report, based on unnamed source who were close to the conversations, says that this isn't a sure thing and it remains unclear how far the talks got, especially going into the new year. Currently, Twitter's rules against username squatting restrict people from creating accounts without any actual profile for the purpose of selling their username. Musk himself talked about freeing usernames of 1.5 billion accounts that have been deleted and haven't been used for years. Whoa. So the issue is far bigger than you might imagine at 1.5 billion. Out of those 1.5 billion, probably not too many that are extremely attractive. But
there's a handful.
There's got to be some in there that some people would pay for. And I don't know. If I had to bet right now, I'd say they don't do this auction because the PR aspect of it, I think they just release it and people monitor it as they have been. But that's just a guess.